The Utah Valley Wolverines look to clinch the Great West Conference Championship tonight as they entertain the Huskies from Houston Baptist. The top two scorers in the Great West Conference going head-to-head, and you're going to get to watch it all right here on UVU TV.
Over Swarbrick. His defender hits the deck. Swarbrick jumps off the Hunsaker. Long three. Got it. Take the jumper from way out top and bury the long two. It's basketball time in Utah Valley.
Welcome to the UCCU Center here in Orem, Utah, on the campus of beautiful Utah Valley University. I'm Jim McCullough. I'm the only guy within 100 miles who is named Jim and not referring to himself as Jimmer these days. I just go by Jim. He's Matt Peterson. Welcome. Tonight, what a matchup in the Great West Conference, Matt. This one means everything for UVU.
Yeah, very important. Last game of a four-game homestand. A very critical game as far as the conference standings are concerned. The Wolverines sitting on top, have NJIT close behind. Wolverines, we've made much ado about their game going out there to close out the regular season. So the Wolverines don't want to let one get away tonight at home.
Now, you look at the standings, and it's like Houston Baptist way down there. These two teams, though, they kind of struggled in the first game. UVU came away with a victory at their place, but when you look at the stats between the two on the season, it's not so much dominant in UVU's favor.
Yeah, I mean, very close when we take a look at the overall statistics of both teams. We take a look here. Wolverines have the advantage in just about every category. I think that they do a very good job in all aspects here, but Houston Baptist, I know they're going to be ready tonight to come in to play the spoiler, because this is going to be a very important game for them as well. They want to ruin Utah Valley's chances for a conference title in the regular season, and who knows, maybe they're going to be playing the Wolverines in the tournament and they can build some confidence or momentum that way.
Now, the Wolverines have won 3 in a row coming in here, including a very impressive performance their last home game against North Dakota, a team which took them 4 overtimes the first time they played, but the last game, Wolverines did okay.
Yeah, Wolverines played very well. That game was a week ago, so it'll be interesting to see if they can come out with the same type of intensity that they did that game. You know, North Dakota came out and played them very tough. It was good to see the Wolverines respond the way that we did. We take a look at a lot of the highlights here, see the Wolverines come away with a 3-point victory. So Wolverines have had 1 week to practice to prepare for this game tonight, so they should have no excuses. They should be ready to play against Houston Baptist.
Yeah, Holton Hunsaker 15 points off the bench because he spent most of the first half in foul trouble in that game. All right, the key players for you tonight to watch in this game.
Yeah, I love taking a look at these players that we have for both teams. For Houston Baptist, we're going to take a look at Andrew Gonzalez, averaging 23.5 points per game on the season. He's going to be a key player, as well as Miles Dixon, the second leading scorer. Those two players are going to have to come up big for Houston Baptist if they're going to walk out with a win.
Meanwhile, it's senior night here, last home game of the regular season for 3 seniors. Are they your key players tonight?
They are, and they have to be. We're taking a look at Jordan Swartz, Sean Deadweiler, as well as Justin Baker. I look for them to come out in their last home game, obviously, besides the tournament, but I think they're going to be the key players to watch in tonight's game, and this game is all about them.
All 3 of those seniors will be honored in the pregame. They'll be handing them a plaque and doing a nice little thing for the 3 seniors. All right, keys to victory for both these teams tonight.
Yeah, I mean, taking a look at the statistics, as we said, they're very close. So I think we can take a look at a couple other aspects. For the Wolverines, it's got to be defend Andrew Gonzalez. We just mentioned how many points he averages a game. Wolverines are at their best when they first go inside to Justin Baker, Ben Aird, Geddes Robison, and then work it out to the perimeter. I think they have had great success doing that, as well as transition offense. For the Huskies, they're going to have to defend that interior of the Wolverines, those 3 players that we just talked about. They're going to have to limit their turnovers, and we've talked about Gonzalez, we've talked about Dixon. They've got to have somebody else step up and provide that extra scoring for them.
Gonzalez leads the conference in scoring. Isiah Williams from UVU, number 2, going head-to-head tonight. Should be fun. We'll step aside, take a break here on our Costa Beta pregame show, back with your starting lineups and your opening tip right here on UVU TV.
Herman, you're fired. I want you out of here by noon.
Do you?
No, I don't. a raise for my friend Herman.
Herman, I can't do this anymore. I want out of this relationship.
UVU?
Marry me?
Herman, it's not working out. I want you off my team.
Do you?
Boys, say hello to your new captain.
Herman, you suck!
Do I?
Refreshes the world. By Utah Community Credit Union, a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and the official sponsor of the UVU student section, the Mall. By Pinnacle Security, your life secure. Get a Pinnacle Security system today at pinnaclesecurity.com. And our pregame show brought to you by Costa Vida. Costa Vida, eat well, live inspired.
Come join the student section and cheer for the mighty Wolverines. Mighty Athletic Wolverine League sports passes are now available. Your mall pass gets you tickets to every NCAA home game, free food at the tailgate parties, prizes at the games, and lots of new friends. Get more information on their Facebook page or by calling Campus Connection at 801-863-8797. Go UVU!
We welcome our TV viewers back to the UCCU Center for senior night. Sean Deadweiler, Justin Baker, and George Swarbrick, the three seniors on this Wolverine team, playing their last game of the regular season anyway here at the UCCU Center. They'll be playing, of course, in the Great West Conference Tournament coming up. Sean Deadweiler, 6'3", senior from Phoenix, Arizona, played at Loyola Marymount for a couple of years and then transferred here. Sean coming off the bench, averaging 4.3 a game this year. Justin Baker, already been introduced to the crowd. Now you see Jordan Swarbrick walking out with his wife Amber and his parents. Swarbrick granted an extra semester of eligibility. A lot of folks thought he was going to be done right after the halfway point of this season when the new semester started, but the NCAA granted him a hardship as he was injured his freshman year. Swarbrick, Deadweiler, and Baker, the three seniors. Justin Baker, by the way, senior from Sacramento, California, 6'7", averaging 7.5 off the bench. Swarbrick, a starter, averaging 12 points a game. He's 6'7". And Jordan Swarbrick's grandpa is watching from California. Jordan said, "Say hello from Hugo Wamba." Grandpa called him Hugo growing up, and Jordan said, "I want to make sure that Hugo Wamba says hi." Sean Deadweiler's dad, not able to be here tonight, did send a very nice message that was read over the PA system right before our TV viewers joined us. Sean got a little misty-eyed over that one, as well he should. Three seniors who have meant the world to this UVU program as they have a resurgent year this year. Wolverines last year 12-18, a losing record. These three seniors took it upon their shoulders and said, that's not happening again. Wolverines are now 17-10, 12-2 at home, 9-1 in conference play. A victory tonight and they could wrap up a tie for the championship, and then they'll go to NJIT on Thursday looking to win it. All right, your starting lineups for this one before they turn the lights off here as they'll introduce the UVU players. First of all, for Houston Baptist, Lamar Thomas starts at forward, 6'9", sophomore, Littleton, Colorado, averaging 3 points a game. Michael Moss starts at guard. He's 6 foot tall. He's a senior from Houston, Texas, averaging 9 points a game. Fred Hinnenkamp at forward, 6'7", senior from Houston, averaging 5 points a game. Sean Eccles, a guard, 6 foot senior from Millbrae, California, averaging 6.3 a game. And they're one-man team just about. Andrew Gonzalez starting at guard / forward, 6'6", senior from Pasadena, Texas, averaging 23.5 points a game. Number 1 in the conference in scoring. He had 21 points for Houston Baptist against Utah Valley 3 weeks ago tonight when the Wolverines were in Houston, and ended up coming up with a 7-point victory over Houston Baptist. Andrew Gonzalez, one of those seniors. So Thomas, Moss, Hinnenkamp, Eccles, and Gonzalez. Huskies averaging 69 points a game. They are coached by Ron Cottrell in his 20th season. He has 395 victories and 251 losses in those 20 seasons. Kind of unheard of for anybody to last 20 seasons at one team anymore in the NCAA, especially in Division I. But Cottrell has done a great job down there at Houston Baptist. Having a tough year this year. They haven't won a game on the road yet, but they've come pretty close. They've played a lot of teams to just single-digit games. They just haven't learned how to win those games, especially on the road. They are coming in here, however, off of a very impressive victory over Middle Tennessee State University. It was a 2-point win. That was at home in Houston. Houston Baptist 2-7 in conference. Utah Valley 9-1. There go the lights. Our TV viewers are about to be entertained with that wonderful introduction that they do here. Our internet listeners should tune it in. uvu.edu/UVU TV. That's where you can watch it and hear it. Well, they brought out the Harley for this one. Willie the Wolverine on a custom-made Harley at midcourt. I thought that was yours.
Yeah, it looks like something that you'd be driving in here.
Yeah. I wish. I'd like to drive that rascal out of here. Utah Valley, 17-10 overall. Starting at guard, second leading conference scorer, Isiah Williams, junior, out of Chicago, Illinois. Holton Hunsaker. They introduced Holton first time all year they've done that. He's a freshman from North Salt Lake City, Utah. Here comes the other freshman, Ben Aird, inside. 6'9" from Bountiful, Utah, averaging 12 points a game. He's the player of the week in the Great West Conference. Hunsaker and Aird, the two freshmen. Here comes Geddes Robison, all-time season record holder in rebounds in a season here at UVU. He's a junior from the Bronx, averaging 9 points a game. There's Isiah Williams, the junior from Chicago, 17.5 points a game. And they saved the senior for last. Jordan Swarbrick, listen to this. Ovation he'll get. 12 points a game for the senior. Wolverines, of course, coached by Dick Hunsaker in his 9th season here at Utah Valley. Coach Hunsaker, 165 wins and 96 losses here at UVU. Overall in his career, 332 wins and just 170 losses. Wolverines averaging 77 points a game, giving up 69. Houston averaging 69, giving up 79. Based on those two facts alone, Wolverines should win this one 79-69. All right, let's get the Harley off the floor. Let's get the teams on. Let's get this rascal cranked up here at the UCCU Center. Wolverines looking to clinch a tie in the Great West Conference this season. They win this one, they can do no worse than tie for the regular season championship. Then they'll go to NJIT on Thursday for a chance to win it outright. Houston Baptist trying to play spoiler. For our radio listeners, Houston Baptist shooting camera right, dressed in solid orange. Orange jerseys, orange trunks. Wolverines dressed in white. Ben Aird will jump center against Lamar Thomas. Wolverines control the opening tip. We are underway here at the UCCU Center. Thanks for joining us on the simulcast tonight. Swarbrick, the senior's got it. Turnaround. Jumper in the lane. Rolls off. No. Houston with the first rebound.
The opening play there, a strict isolation for Jordan. Got a great shot, just didn't get the roll.
Driving to the basket, shot off the glass, no, from Moss. Rebound, Wolverines. They're on the run. Swarbrick holds it up. Inside to Robinson. Fighting his way through. And score. 2-0. Wolverines draw first blood. It's Gonzalez with the basketball. Conference's leading scorer at 23.5 points a game. He'll give it over to Moss on the left wing. Left side goes to Hinnenkamp. He'll jump a long two. Missed it. And Ben Aird picked it up off the floor for the Wolverines. Swarbrick, he'll take a three. Left side. Missed it. And Houston Baptist with it.
One of the keys of the game, Jim, we talked about for the Wolverines was that transition offense. I think they've done a great job the first two possessions. They're pushing the ball up and looking to go again here.
Huskies missed their shot. Wolverines with a rebound and possession. Hunsaker comes across midcourt. Set up the Wolverine offense. Played a minute and a half here at the UCCU Center. 2-0 Wolverines. Out front, Hunsaker for three. Airballed it out of bounds. Wolverines a little uptight here. I don't know. Is it because it's senior night, or is it because they know they can clinch, or what's going on?
You know, I think it's maybe a little bit of both. I think the last game that we saw against North Dakota, they started off a little bit slower. I think that Houston Baptist come out and played some pretty good defense here. It looks like there was some confusion as to which play to run offensively on that last possession. Wolverines got into a rough spot.
Feed inside, shot good from Moss. Nice feed. We're tied at 2. Coming up on 18 minutes left here this first half.
Having said that, they've got great shots. I mean, they've got a couple wide open threes and a nice turnaround jump shot by Swarbrick and the bucket by Geddes as well.
Isiah will take a three. Bottom! Isiah Williams hits his first shot from the right wing. 5-2. Wolverines on top. Driving. Shot off the glass. Good from Sean Eccles.
Nice play there from Sean Eccles. Isiah put really good pressure out well beyond the three-point line, well beyond the NBA three-point line. Eccles, anytime you get pressure like that, you've got to attack, and he did a great job of driving with his left hand and a nice finish.
Both teams start just 2 of 5 from the floor. Swarbrick has it left wing. Up top to Hunsaker. Thought about a three after that air ball. Didn't take that one. Inside they'll go to Geddes Robison. He'll feed over. Freshman from Bountiful. Gonzalez has it. Wolverines with a 7-4 lead. Jumper out front for three. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. Coach Dick Hunsaker grabbed it before Lamar Thomas of Houston Baptist could get there and maybe save it from going out of bounds.
Coach must be thinking that he's still out there playing, because that ball was not out of bounds. He definitely grabbed that before it crossed the line.
Dick Hunsaker, a heck of a point guard at Weber State in his playing days. I won't tell you how long ago that was. I watched him play. It would date both of us. Wolverine basketball following that out of bounds play. Geddes Robison inside, fakes, goes up, and travels. Basket will not count. It will remain 7-4. We'll take those two off. Play 3.5 minutes here for our radio listeners who can't see that score line across the TV screen that our TV viewers can. Thanks for being with us on this simulcast. Appreciate it. Gonzalez with it. Boy, they're just all over him. Baseline drive, Hinnenkamp, cut off, slapped away, looking for help. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Up top to Gonzalez. Weaves his way into the lane. Shot off the glass, good. No, they'll say he charged. Take another 2 points off the board, this time for HBU. It's still 7-4. Gonzalez picks up the foul.
We didn't have a great angle here. We'll see the replay here, see if Gonzalez pushes off on Ben Aird here. Looked like maybe a little bit of a push off. I thought maybe a tough call there. I think Gonzalez had just as much right going up to the basket there. Tough call going against him, but nevertheless the Wolverines get the basketball on the turnover.
Just under 16 minutes to play first half. It's 7-4 Wolverines. Hunsaker with the basketball. Working on the right wing, inside feed to Aird. Turnaround jumper, good.
I think this this is where the Wolverines are going to have an advantage, because with the size that that Houston Baptist has on the court, Gonzalez is forced, or was on that possession, to guard Ben Aird, and Ben can get a shot up against him at any time.
Moss goes up with a long jumper left side, and Geddes Robison pulls down another rebound. Geddes Robison already this season has broken the UVU record for rebounding. He's got 250 of them now. Swarbrick follows the Isiah Williams miss. There's your first 2 points, Grandpa, from Hugo. 11-4 Wolverines. Coming up on 15 minutes. Turnaround jumper Gonzalez. Missed that one, partially deflected, probably. The Wolverines come away with it. Up top, Ben, he'll take the three. He's done it 4 times this year and made them all. Inside, Geddes misses it, fights for the rebound, and takes it away from 2 Houston Baptist players. Isiah finds Swarbrick open, missed another 3, and Houston Baptist with a rebound.
I like how active the Wolverines have been on the offensive glass. They've done a nice job of keeping plays alive and getting extra shots and extra possessions.
11-4 Wolverines. Jumper for 3. Eccles got that one. Stops a little 6-0 run the Wolverines were on. It's 11-7 now. 14 minutes, 15 seconds to play till the break.
On that play, Jim, Isiah Williams was guarding Eccles, but he went underneath the screen, got caught behind, and Eccles just rose up. Looks like the Wolverines are going to try and do that, go underneath some of the screens on the perimeter.
Pretty cleanly played game thus far. Hunsaker misses a shot from outside. Houston Baptist with a rebound. Wonder how long before Gonzalez just decides to take over this game for Houston Baptist. Well, there you go, right there. Okay, the answer now.
Yeah, you called it. I mean, you've got Jordan Swarbrick with a tough matchup here, guarding Gonzalez. But we talked about how much contribution Jordan has given on the defensive end. He's going to have his hands full tonight against Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, 3 points thus far, and finally we get a media timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 13.5 minutes to play here in this first half. It's 11-10. UVU up by 1 here on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Bus pass, $5. UVU t-shirt so you can impress the ladies, $25. iPod Nano, $120. A degree from UVU so you can afford your own car someday. Priceless. For everything else, there's student loans.
Wolverines shooting 42%. Wolverines lead it 11-10. 6.5 minutes gone in this one. A reminder, fans, Adidas is now the official outfitter of UVU Athletics. To check out Adidas apparel, go to adidas.com. Wolverines 5 of 12 shooting. Houston Baptist 4 of 10 to start this one. Ben Aird, the defending Great West Conference Player of the Week, 4 points to lead the way for Utah Valley. Meanwhile, Sean Eccles with 5, Gonzalez with 3. Some question whether Gonzalez's shot was a long 2 or a 3. They gave him the 3 up on the scoreboard. Wolverine basketball inside to Aird, off the glass, got it. That was a 2.
Yeah, definitely. One of the keys to the game was the inside-out play. I think the Wolverines have done an excellent job so far establishing that's their 8th point in the paint. They've done a nice job of getting it into the bigs.
13-10, Wolverines by 3, 13 minutes to play. Jumper up top, no good from Houston Baptist. Ben Aird picks up another loose ball rebound. Aird having a heck of a season for a true freshman. Got off his mission from Spokane, Washington this summer. Stepped right into a starting lineup. averaging 11.5 points a game and 7.3 rebounds a game. In fact, he's the conference's #3 rebounder. Well, that's not bad when you're playing with Geddes Robison, who's a rebounder extraordinaire. Isiah trying to find a seam, gives over to Justin Baker, who's into the game out front, and goes to Hunsaker. 2 seconds to shoot, stolen away. Bembry took it away. Here comes Gonzalez. No shot for him, gives it over. Jumper from Hinnenkamp, good. Well, we told you Houston Baptist wouldn't go away down in Houston, and they're not going away here at Orem either. It's 13-12, Wolverines by only 1 with 12:03 to play, and just like that, Coach Dick Hunsaker wants to talk about it. We will not take a commercial break here. We'll leave it here. 13-12. Mr. Analyst, what the heck's going on for the Wolverines?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about when we showed those statistics to begin the game, how the Wolverines had an advantage statistically. I think that Houston Baptist done an excellent job coming out here and just playing very well.
That was the three-pointer, by the way. His toe was really close to that line.
Yeah, that was the 3 there by Eccles. I wanted to point out one thing. It looks like the Wolverines have done a good job so far. Gonzalez does have the 1 3-point shot, but Houston Baptist is going to have to have some other scoring from other players. It looks like Sean Eccles is come out and trying to take that upon himself to be that extra scorer. But I think the Wolverines, if they'll just remain patient, not get flustered here, run their offensive sets, they're going to be just fine.
Detweiler's into the game. He's got the ball, drives in, tries to dish off to the other senior, Justin Baker, kicked out of bounds by Houston Baptist. We've got another media timeout. 11:49 to play this first half. It's a close one and a low-scoring one thus far. Wolverines lead it 13-12. We'll take a 60-second break, and we'll be back with more action from the UCCU Center right here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Utah Valley University. Your life, your beat, your university.
Very interesting first half. Matt?
Yeah, we'll see a nice UCLA cut from Sean Detweiler there off the screen from Ben Aird. Nice job. He got underneath the basket, didn't have much of a shot as 2 defenders collapsed on him. Looked to dump it off to Justin Baker. A nice play there. Just a kick out of bounds.
UVU basketball. They lead it 13-12. Jumper from the corner. Isiah missed it. Tick up and in. There's your senior, Justin Baker.
You know, you can almost guarantee that when any team gets a shot from the corner, there's going to be some sort of a weak side rebound. Justin Baker did a great job of charging the weak side glass and just rising up. Nice tip in.
Baker, Detweiler, and George Swarbrick on the floor at the same time. Isiah Williams, a junior, and Ben Aird, freshman. Houston Baptist turnover, travel.
Yeah, nice defense there from Justin Baker. We've got him and Ben Aird both in the game, so one of them is going to have the responsibility of guarding Andrew Gonzalez, and Justin Baker, great job there not getting beat and causing the travel.
Detweiler gives over to Swarbrick. They'll go into the lane, a little floater, rims off, no good. Kept alive by Ben. Tried to dribble in traffic. Swarbrick picks it up. Shot partially deflected. Baker back up and in. Justin Baker, back-to-back baskets. He's got 4 off the bench. Wolverines lead it by 5 with just under 11 minutes to play.
Yeah, he does a great job of crashing the offensive glass. It's one of the things we didn't talk about him, that he's very good at it. He's a good offensive rebounder and very aware of where the ball is going to be coming off the rim.
Houston Baptist commits a backcourt violation, threw it over the head of Andrew Gonzalez. He's a big kid, 6'6", but he can't jump that high. Turnover, Houston Baptist, their 3rd of the game. UVU right now, 45% shooting from the floor. Houston Baptist, 42%. Aird leading the way for the Wolverines with 6 points. Baker off the bench with 4. Meanwhile, Eccles has 5, and Andrew Gonzalez held to only 3. Swarbrick, a runner, missed it. Comes out to Isiah. He'll launch a 3. Airballed it. Houston Baptist comes away with it. On the run is Moss. Kicks it out front. Gonzalez for 3. Goodness gracious. Now there's a 3-pointer. Way out there.
That was a couple feet behind the three-point line, the NBA three-point line that we have marked here. So he has got a lot of range. Have to be guarding him any location that he gets the ball.
Wolverine lead is just 2, and the Wolverines turn it over. Called for the carry. So Houston Baptist looking to tie on this possession or take the lead with a 3. Geddes Robison checks back in. Ben Ayers going to take a seat. 10:07 to play first half. Wolverines lead at 17-15. Wolverines looking to clinch a tie in the Great West Conference final standings. A tie for first. Eccles with it. Geddes cuts him off on the drive. 15 seconds on the shot, lobs it inside. Wolverines tried to come up with a steal. Deadweiler couldn't quite save it from going out of bounds. Went through the hands of Bembry. It'll still belong to Houston Baptist. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Some odd defensive matchups here. Geddes Robison that time guarding Eccles, still doing it right now. You wouldn't normally put him guarding the point guard, but he's done a good job so far.
Eccles leading scorer early in this game, driving in and drawing the foul, probably from Justin Baker, unless somebody reached in on the way. Yeah, Justin Baker picks up the first foul against the Wolverines. Wow, played 10 minutes and 24 seconds of basketball before the Wolverines commit their first foul. Houston Baptist only been whistled for 1 as well. I love it when the officials let them play.
Yeah, it's been good so far in this game. Not only 2 fouls called in almost 11 minutes of action. I think, as you said a little bit earlier, it's been a clean half so far. No fouls on either team.
Evans makes the first of 2, and it's just a 1-point Wolverine lead at 17-16. Wolverines led 11-4. That was their biggest lead. And back-to-back 3-pointers cut it to 11-10. And right now we're tied again. This time at 17 with 9:36 to play. First half. A little 5-0 spurt. Houston Baptist is on. Into the game, Kevin Woods. First time we've seen him. Junior from Bloomington, Illinois for the Wolverines. Gives it over to Baker. Now to Deadweiler up top. Lost the handle. Picked up by Geddes Robison. Hands it over to Deadweiler. Starts to drive, dishes off to Baker, left side. 10 seconds to shoot. He'll take the jumper. No good. Geddes Robison, weak side rebound, goes in off the glass. Geddes Robison, 4th rebound already in this game. Just 11 minutes gone.
And another weak side offensive rebound, a shot from the baseline, and a nice job of getting on the weak side.
Turnaround jumper inside, no good from Bembry. And Hugo Wamba pulls down that one. Wolverine basketball. We're just in a 2-point game. Baker foul that time by Bembry. Well, as soon as we say how nice it is that we've gone so long without fouls, we get one within minutes.
Yeah, nice job of Justin Baker probing here, being very physical, taking just a nice move, turning to using his left shoulder, going up for the right-handed jump shot. I think the Wolverines can have a lot of success if they continue to work that ball inside. As I said earlier, I think they can get just about any shot that they want. When they have Justin Baker in there, Geddes Robison, Ben Aird, they have a decided size and height advantage over Houston Baptist.
Justin Baker, 78% free throw shooter, missed the first one. Wolverines, by the way, have moved up to number 8 in the country in free throw shooting as a team, 77%. He makes the second one. So it's 20-17, Wolverines by 3. Keith Thompson makes his first appearance for the Wolverines. Jordan Swarbrick takes a seat. So Thompson, Woods, Deadweiler, Baker, and Geddes Robison on the floor right now for Utah Valley.
You can't forget the spark that Keith Thompson provided in that last game against North Dakota when he came in and played excellent, had 8 quick points. See if he can provide that same spark here tonight.
Thompson, 6'6" junior. Right now, jumper out front for 3. Missed it. Rebound comes to Kevin Woods of UVU. Eccles missed that jumper. 6 of 14 is Houston Baptist from the floor. Deadweiler goes through traffic, slapped away, recovered by Thompson. Out to Deadweiler. Fake the 3. Back over to Keith. He'll take a long one and bury a long jumper. And I'm not so sure the official knows whether that was a 2 or a 3. They want to meet together and talk about it. He doesn't know. Now they say it's a 2. 22-17. The official standing right behind Keith Thompson when he took the shot asked for help. He didn't know. We got TV monitors over here on the press row.
We might be having the referees come over here, possibly take a look.
All right, fans, it's time to bring out.
Do we have a replay? They're asking us if we have a replay. Hold on a second. They're asking us if they can look at our monitors to see a replay. We'll ask. No. That's weird. The officials came over and asked me if we could queue up a replay. We're not supposed to do that. It's the officials' job prior to the game to make sure you have replay set up. You can't walk over and ask the TV guys to queue up a replay for you. So sorry guys, but here's the replay we do have. You can't see his feet. All right, that's why we did not want to show him the replay, because we didn't have a replay of his feet.
You know, I think it was a good call, though. I think that Keith, from the angle that I saw, I think he did have a foot on the line. We didn't obviously see a replay, but I think definitely there was a foot on the line. There we go. Nice work by the guys that looked like there. He did have a foot on the line.
Yeah, I think it was a 2. All right, we kind of had a replay, but don't anybody text the officials and tell them that, okay? Somebody probably will. By the way, the UVU Alumni Association proud to sponsor the player of the game tonight. You can support UVU scholarships online by ordering a UVU license plate. Just go to uvualumni.org/UVU plate. Matt Peterson will be choosing the Alumni Association player of the game in our post-game show right after we talk to Coach Dick Hunsaker. Here it is one more time for our TV viewers. Whoa!
You know, I was sure that first time we saw that it was a 2. Now I'm not so sure. We see that replay there. Great job of getting that. Very hard to tell whether or not that was a 2 or a 3.
For our radio listeners, let's just say that was dang close to being a 3. And I'm not so sure it wasn't. Turns out we did have another little angle at it. Well, we can't show them the replay now because once action starts again, you can't show them a replay and change the score. Houston Baptist misses a couple shots. Here comes Keith Thompson on the run for the Wolverines. 1-on-4, and he carried the ball. 2 times Wolverines have been called for carrying it.
Yeah, good call there from Dwayne, the referee, Dwayne Allen. Keith definitely carried the basketball. He was trying to make his move. I think it would have maybe been a little bit better. He looked like he had a 1-on-2 or a 1-on-3 if he would have maybe just pulled the ball out, ran a set there.
Gonzalez. Long 3, nothing doing. Justin Baker with a rebound for the Wolverines. It's 22-17. Wolverines lead it. 7 minutes left here in this first half. Thanks for joining us for the simulcast tonight. If you're listening on the internet, make a couple of clicks and watch it as well as listen to it. Inside feed, Geddes gets his man off his feet, goes up with it. Hinton can't foul him on the way up. So Geddes Robison will be at the free throw line shooting 2. Geddes does such a nice job faking inside.
Well, he did an excellent job there of sealing. Kevin brought that basketball over, and Geddes did an unbelievable job of sealing off Michael Moss, holding him off as the pass was being delivered, and when he got it, he had a clear path to the rim. One stat I wanted to point out, Jim, is that Wolverines have 14 points in the paint. Of their 23 now after that made free throw, the Wolverines have 14 points in the paint and 8 points off of second chance. So a lot of those baskets coming inside, and there's that in and out game that we talked about in the pregame as keys to this game.
Wolverines lead it by 7. After Houston Baptist had tied it at 17, Wolverines on a 7-0 run right now. 6:40 to play, first half. Gonzalez working against Isiah Williams, who's back into the game. Slapped out of bounds. Houston Baptist basketball. Wolverines have 4 starters plus Keith Thompson on the floor. Thompson replacing Swarbrick in that starting lineup for the 5. Coach Dick Hunsaker getting plenty of playing time here in this first half from his bench.
One step up, Geddes. One step up.
24-17 Wolverines. Houston Baptist with possession. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Driving in, and the travel is called. Hinnenkamp had it on his hip and couldn't get it off. Four turnovers for Houston Baptist now. UVU also with 4. UVU just 1 of 8 from three-point land, by the way. They need Ben Air to take a few more. He's hit all 4 of his this year. Blocking foul inside, going to go against the Wolverines. Going to be called against Isiah Williams.
Isiah Williams was going to set a screen. Ben Aird was on the perimeter. He was going to make a diagonal cut off of the screen that Isiah set coming down to the block, but Isiah moving on the screen, he gets called for the foul.
It's been 3.5 minutes since Houston Baptist has scored a point. Gonzalez takes care of that. There's no doubt about that with 3. Goodness. Kid can light it up, can he?
Yeah, he certainly can. And there was a little bit of confusion there, it seemed, between Geddes Robison and Keith Thompson. They were kind of deciding who was going to guard Andrew Gonzalez there as the screen was being set, and Andrew realized that and just raised up over both of them.
24-20 Wolverines. And another offensive foul away from the ball, this time against Geddes Robison. It's going to be his first, team's 3rd. Both teams with 3 fouls here in this first half. 24-20, Wolverines by 4, 5:38 to play till the break. Been a pretty competitive first half here at the UCCU Center. You look at the matchup standing-wise, and Houston Baptist just 2 of 7 in the conference, but Gonzalez has tried to keep him alive in this game. Missed that shot. Wolverines turn it over, coming back the other way. Here comes Houston Baptist. The feed, the layup, Hinnenkamp good. 24-22. Huskies will not go away. A lot of folks expected the Wolverines to just bury this team. And Wolverines turn it over. Hunsaker tried to get it to Geddes. A little bounce pass here in front of us. Flying out of bounds.
What is that, Jim? 4 straight turnovers? I mean, the Wolverines are certainly struggling with just mental breakdowns here and turnovers that they should not be committing, allowing Houston Baptist to get back in the game.
Houston Baptist has 3 players that are 1, 2, and 3 in the conference in steals. They can do a number on you pretty quickly. Missed shot, so it remains 24-22. Wolverines by 2. 4.5 minutes to play here until we send the teams to the locker rooms.
And those baskets at the rim and easy buckets for the Wolverines are getting a lot harder. Houston Baptist is making it much harder for the Wolverines to get inside shots.
Hunsaker missed the 3. Ben Aird fouled by Gonzalez on the rebound, though. For Gonzalez, leading scorer in the conference, leading scorer for Houston Baptist in this game, his 2nd personal foul with 4:22 to play. And that's going to send Gonzalez to the bench. Don't want him to pick up 3 in the first half, so Coach Cottrell sends him his star player to the bench.
These offensive rebounds are saving the Wolverines. That gives them 8 so far in this first half. That's kept them in the game here.
Hunsaker with it. Up top it goes to Isiah. Williams working against Daniels. Left side it goes. Jumper. Swarbrick missed it. Swarbrick saying it was hit on the hand. They're not going to call that. Instead, Houston Baptist with the basketball. 4 minutes to play. Driving, layup, ribs off, no good. Ball picked up by Isiah Williams of the Wolverines. Just a 2-point lead for the Wolverines, who have led the whole way. Has been tied once. Geddes inside, thought he was fouled, no call. Husky basketball back the other way. Off the glass, no, tipped up and in. Nice tip that time. I believe it was Lamar Thomas got that one to go.
Yeah, very nice tip. What happens there, Ben Aird went for the block. Holden Hunsaker had the defense as the shot was going up. Ben came over for the block, which leaves an offensive rebound wide open there, and a very nice putback, as you said.
7-0 run by Houston Baptist after the Wolverines have been on a 7-0 run. That is why we're tied at 24, but a foul against Houston Baptist going to go against Sean Eccles. Immediate timeout, 3:14 to play. We'll take a 60-second break. We're tied at 24 here in the first half. You're watching and listening to Wolverine basketball on the Wolverine Sports Network. Here at the UCCU Center, Wolverines 24, Huskies of Houston Baptist 24. Very tightly fought contest. A reminder, fans, remember La Quinta Inn and Suites, the special UVU discounted rate, and always wake up on the bright side. It's been a story of streaks here in this first half for both teams. UVU jumped out thanks to a 6-0 run. They led by 7. Houston Baptist went on a 6-0 run to tie it. The Wolverines went on a 7-0 run to lead by 7. Then Houston Baptist a 7-0 run to tie it. That's where we stand, tied at 24. Coming up on 3 minutes to play here first half. Wolverine possession. Lob inside, goes over the head of Ben Aird. He tracks it down. A little trouble on the baseline. He brings it back out, looking for help. Slaps out of bounds. Houston Baptist could not control it. So it'll be Wolverine basketball.
You know, Wolverines have 8 turnovers here, nearly a 9th turnover right there. That's very uncharacteristic of them as of late to have turnovers as as many as they do tonight. As well, they're shooting the ball from the 3-point line at a terrible percentage, 10%, 1 of 10. So those two factors, turning the ball over and not shooting the 3 well. And just as I say that, Isaiah hits the nice 3, but I think that's given them some problems to their offense as they haven't shot the 3 ball well until that shot.
Isiah Williams, 6 points. Both his 3-pointers is how he got his 6. 27-24, 2.5 to play. Baseline drive. And are they going to call a foul? I thought they were going to call a foul at first. No, they're just going to say the ball went off a UVU player, so it belonged to Houston Baptist. Gonzalez checks back in with those 2 personal fouls and 2:27 to play.
Here we go. Look at this matchup. Justin Baker is going to be guarding, or is guarding right now, Michael Moss. Let's see how that pans out as Jordan Swarbrick's going to be guarding Gonzalez.
Moss only 6 foot tall, and that's very generous. Gonzalez jumper over Swarbrick, missed it, but put back up and in by Bembry. Pulls Houston Baptist within 1, 27-26. With 2:14, and immediately Houston Baptist wants to take a little timeout. We'll have to keep this one here and talk about it. This one has not nearly been neither team really getting into the flow of things, and I don't know why that is. Good defense or just bad shooting, or what's going on?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, for the Wolverines, as far as their shooting goes, you have to give credit to Houston Baptist because they've done a nice job of limiting the easy baskets that the Wolverines have had, taking a look at, as well as forcing them into some bad 3-point shots.
Our TV viewers are seeing UVU President Matt Holland and his wife. Matt Holland told me a few games ago, I said, hey, nice game after a victory. He said, yeah, you know, last year I came, they never won a single game, so I stayed away. He said, this year, every time I've been here, they won. So, good luck charm, Matt Holland. Thanks for being there for the Wolverines.
We need to make sure he has a reserve seat every game then, if that's the case.
I'm guessing he does.
He probably already does, you're right.
Several of them. All he wants, actually. Wolverine basketball, they lead it by 1 with 2 minutes to play here, first half. Swarbrick over to Isiah, he'll jump a 3. Back rim too hard. Ben Aird, offensive rebound. Hooked, back up and in.
Houston Baptist there, Jim, went to a 3-2 zone. So you got the wide open 3 after a couple nice passes and good ball movement. And then what kills an offense, what kills a zone is offensive rebounds.
Baseline drive is good from Eccles, and he was fouled. He's looking to tie this one at the strike. Basket will count. Isiah Williams picks up his second foul. 4th team foul. 1:43 to play, first half.
You see there a nice finish, a nice take there from Eccles. It looked like he was going to try and use the screen that was coming over to be set, but he did a nice job of seeing that Isiah was overplaying that, took it away from the screen, and got to the rim.
Free throw, no good, and Baker with the rebound. So it's a 1-point Wolverine lead, 29-28. Detweiler checked in for Isiah, by the way, doing that free throw. Swarbrick with it. Up top, Kevin Woods. Aird wide open. Swarbrick. He'll jump on one from the corner. Oh, there's your 3. Hugo Wamba nails the 3. It's 32-28. Driving to the hole. Bembry shot, no good. Tracked down out front. Houston Baptist jumper off the glass, good. That one coming from Moss. 32-30. Minute 9 to play. First half. Wolverines by 2. Houston Baptist has not led in this first half. They've tied it twice. Once at 17, once at 24.
Tempo's picking up here. Both teams becoming a little bit more active, a little bit more aggressive. I love this offense that the Wolverines do. Doesn't look like the Houston Baptist is going to be in the zone, but when the Wolverines can put Ben at that high post, you know, he's lethal with what he can do as far as passing or shooting.
Swarbrick works at the top, gives over to Woods. Guarded closely by Evans. Goes into the lane, shot no, and a whistle, a foul, offensive charge on Kevin Woods. That'll be the 5th team foul. 45 seconds to play in this first half. First personal foul on Kevin Woods.
You like the aggressiveness. You like how he was guarded very tightly on the perimeter. You like how he takes it to the basket there. Like he possibly could have dumped it off to Justin Baker, but you know, just needs to pull up a half step shorter there, and he's not going to get called for that charge.
Game clock's at 30. The clock you see on your screen is about 12 seconds off for some reason. Jumper, Gonzalez fouled at the free throw line. Baker thought he had all ball, but they're going to call Baker for the personal foul. 23.5 seconds. It's actually a 10-second differential between the clock you see on the screen and the scoreboard clock here. That's interesting.
Let's watch this play here, Jim, as we see Justin. It looked like a very tough call there as he seemed to be straight up there. Good defensive possession there from Justin, forcing a tough shot from Gonzalez. Unfortunately, got called for the foul.
23.5 seconds to play, 32-30. Gonzalez missed them both. Wow. Andrew Gonzalez, their leading free throw shooter at 81% coming in here. Missed them both. It would have tied the game. 10 seconds. Detweiler's got it. Wolverines playing for the last shot. Gives over to Woods. 3 seconds. Woods floater in the lane. No. And a whistle inside. A foul's going to get called against the Wolverines. This one is going to go against Justin Baker. With just half a second to play, Baker picks up his 3rd. Going over Gonzalez.
Yeah, I'll see the replay there. Like Justin may have pushed off a little bit with that elbow to the back there, forcing Gonzalez to see him bend over there. I think that was a pretty good call. Gonzalez looked like he had position and was boxing out, and Justin just tried to go over top of him.
7th team foul. Gonzalez free throw line, missed another one. It was a 1-and-1, and that's how we'll send him to the locker room. Kind of a sloppy ending to a first half. Wolverines led by as many as 7 in that first half. It was tied 3 times, but as we go to the locker rooms, 32-30, Wolverines with a 2-point lead over Houston Baptist. We'll take a 2-minute break, back with our halftime show on our radio broadcast side of things. Our TV viewers will be gone just a little bit longer and join us. We'll go over the first half stats and scores and let you know what else is coming up. You're watching and listening to exclusive coverage of Utah Valley University basketball here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Here at UVU's College of Technology and Computing, also known as TNC, we don't spend a lot of time bragging, but I guess we could. We could brag about having one of the top 3 aviation programs in the entire country, turning out professional pilots and administrative personnel to work for airlines and private industry. Or we could brag about our national award-winning culinary arts program, with graduates who are going straight to glamorous jobs on cruise ships and in major restaurants, or who are opening their own restaurants. Or we could brag about our digital media students who are winning major awards even before they graduate. Or we could brag about our international efforts, sending TNC students all over the world, places like Mali and Russia and Namibia. Or we could brag about our computer science department, or our information systems and technology department as they continue to train some of the best and sharpest young minds in the state of Utah, using state-of-the-art technology in classrooms and computer labs. Or we could brag about our technology management program, where students are always engaged in life-changing projects like using technology to assist those with disabilities. Or I guess we could brag about the fact that many of the CSI investigators and fire and rescue personnel in the state of Utah have gone through extensive training in our public services programs. Or I guess we could brag about our world land speed record car that was completely built and raced out of our highly acclaimed automotive department. Or we could brag about our high-tech electrical automation and robotic technology and mechatronics programs. Or our engineering graphics and design program, which is turning out some of the most advanced technicians in the state of Utah. Or we could brag about our construction technology students who help build Habitat for Humanity homes and just won first place at the National Association of Home Builders competition in Las Vegas. That's first place in the entire nation. Or we could brag about TNC students leading UVU to a first, second, or third place finish in the nation for 10 straight years at the National Skills USA competition. Or we could brag about the fact that many companies are discovering that when they hire our graduates, they get somebody who doesn't just know facts. They get a TNC graduate who has actually done it before. And that's because our TNC students are engaged, truly engaged, in actually doing things rather than just learning facts. So, even though there is a lot to brag about here at the College of Technology and Computing, we really don't like to brag much.
About going to college and getting a head start on the process? Come get a feel for what university life is like. UVU Days are designed with you in mind. UVU Days are department-specific events held on Saturdays that will allow you to become a student for a day. These events are free and breakfast and lunch are served. It's a great opportunity to meet your future dean, professors, and advisors. Highlighted programs include business, science and health, education, humanities, aviation, dance, theater, and emergency service. For more information, dates, and times, please visit our website at www.uvu.edu/future students. Come experience what UVU has to offer in your field of study.
love everything about UVU. I really do. It's a fantastic place. I feel like I've grown as an artist, as a student, as a human being.
As someone from a different state who was trying to find a dance school, it was very, very hard. And I happened to come by UVU by chance, actually. It's a great school. It teaches you history, rhythm, music, choreography, improv, dance. It even has a major in ballroom dance.
When I think of UVU's School of the Arts program, I think of opportunity that I wouldn't get anywhere else outside of the classroom.
I feel like I know my professors. I feel like they're interested in my learning process.
The professors here have just been really, really personable, very, very willing to go out of their way to meet with me, to talk with me, offer advice, counsel, and just overall they just believe that what you're doing here matters. And that's what I love.
There's so much to enjoy outdoors in the state of Utah. Whether you want a spring, summer, fall, or winter adventure, the OAC has you covered. Backpacking, winter camping, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, backcountry snowboarding and skiing, rafting, kayaking, rock climbing, mountain biking, and hiking.
Come join the student section and cheer for the mighty Wolverines. Mighty Athletic Wolverine League sports passes are now available. Your mall pass gets you tickets to every NCAA home game, free food at the tailgate parties, prizes at the games, and lots of new friends. Get more information on their Facebook page or by calling Campus Connection at 801-863-8797. Go UVU!
Situated just 45 minutes south of Salt Lake City, UVU is located at the foot of the scenic Wasatch Mountains in Orem, Utah. Within 20 miles of campus, students enjoy access to year-round outdoor recreation. Utah Valley is also home to a vibrant local arts and music scene. Many students choose UVU for access to a dynamic economy, employment, and career opportunities.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Pepsi. Every generation refreshes the world. By Utah Community Credit Union, a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and the official sponsor of the UVU student section, the Mall. By Pinnacle Security, your life secure. Get a Pinnacle Security system today at pinnaclesecurity.com. And our pregame show brought to you by Costa Vida. Costa Vida, eat well, live inspired.
Welcome our UVU television viewers back. We're at halftime here at the UCCU Center. I'm Jim McCullough along with Matt Peterson. Wolverines leading Houston Baptist 32-30. Very interesting first half, Matt. We talked about it with our radio listeners. Perhaps you should talk about it with our TV viewers as well, as the Wolverines shoot 42%. Score was tied 3 times, but Houston Baptist never led. But it felt kind of sloppy at times. At times it felt okay. It was just a weird first half.
Yeah, kind of up and down, and you expect that in basketball games. Neither team shot the ball very well. Houston Baptist shooting 40% from the field. The Wolverines shooting close to 42%. What's really hampered the Wolverines is 3 of 13 from the three-point line and the 9 turnovers that they've had. What's really given them a lot of life has been the 9 offensive rebounds that they've had, which have led to 10 second-chance points. So that has contributed to their success and kind of propelled them there in the first half. I think defensively, priority number 1 still has to be Andrew Gonzalez. He had 9 points in the first half, 3 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. So Wolverines are going to have to make sure that they are aware and know where he is at all times, as well as Sean Eccles. He's come out, had 7 points in that first half and provided that, and is going to be that second scorer for them tonight.
Gonzalez, leading scorer in this game with 9 points for Houston Baptist. Meanwhile, for the Wolverines, Ben Aird hasn't missed a shot yet. 4 of 4 from the floor. 8 points along with 7 rebounds. Geddes Robison 6.6 rebounds. The inside guys are doing pretty well for the Wolverines. It's the, as you mentioned, outside shooting, just hurting them.
Yeah, we said in the first of the keys to the game is that inside out play. I think if the Wolverines continue to do that, continue to get the ball inside, they have an advantage. When you look at Geddes with 6 points, Ben with 8 points, and Justin Baker with 5 points. So if they continue to get that ball inside, it's going to open up the perimeter. And I think that the Wolverines are going to shoot a lot better percentage in the second half than what they did in the first half. So they just can't get frustrated, cannot take bad shots. Take care of the basketball, run your offensive sets, and you're going to get whatever shot you want.
Go over a couple of stats for our TV viewers who did not hear us do it for the radio listeners. 26-13 rebounding advantage for UVU. 17 defensive rebounds, 9 offensive rebounds. Very impressive work on the glass. Utah Valley 3 of 13, as you mentioned, from three-point land. Houston Baptist 4 of 7. Individual scoring for UVU. I know a lot of moms and dads and relatives listening in. As I mentioned, Ben Aird with 8 points leading the way. Geddes Robison 6 points. Jordan Swarbrick 5 points in that first half. Justin Baker 5 points. Keith Thompson with 2. Kevin Woods, Sean Deadweiler both played in that first half, as did Holton Hunsaker, and none of those 3 scored. Holton Hunsaker scoreless in the first half. Second consecutive game that Hunsaker's been scoreless in the first half here at the UCCU Center.
Let's hope we have the result that we had last game, as he came out and had 15 points in the second half and really sparked the Wolverines and helped them to that win. So yeah, I mean, it seemed like that last game was a tale of 2 halves. The Wolverines maybe didn't play as well as they could have in the first half, but in the second half they played great, and hopefully they can do that again tonight.
Tell you what, I think we're going to try to take a look at some highlights here. I'll let you take it from here, Mr. Analyst.
As we see Geddes getting the ball, he's been very, very productive inside. You know, looks like the same move, but he does that same move, gets the defender up in the air and is able to finish. We'll see a nice pass off there to Ben Aird. We've talked so much about their ability to pass inside, and Justin Baker doing a great job on the offense and glass as well. That's been the bright spot for the Wolverines so far, is those 9 offensive rebounds that they've had, leading that 10 second chance points. Nice bucket there from Keith Thompson. So, you know, let's Wolverines just need to remain aggressive on the offensive end. They're going to get those shots. Isaiah's going to get his shots. Holton's going to get his shots, and I think they'll be fine here in the second half. But you have to worry about Houston Baptist as well, and defending Andrew Gonzalez.
Wolverines lead at 32-30. Tell you what, we're going to take a 60-second break. We'll be back with your second half of action as the Wolverines of Utah Valley looking to wrap up a tie in the Great West Conference for first place this season. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
If you're serious about going to college and getting a head start on the process, come get a feel for what university life is like. UVU Days are designed with you in mind. UVU Days are department-specific events held on Saturdays that will allow you to become a student for a day. These events are free and breakfast and lunch are served. It's a great opportunity to meet your future dean, professors, and advisors. Highlighted programs include business, science and health, education, humanities, aviation, dance, theater, and emergency service. For more information, dates, and times, please visit our website at www.uvu.edu/future students. Come experience what UVU has to offer in your field of study.
Thank you. Wolverines lead at 32-30, getting set to start our second half of action here at the UVU. What used to be the McKay Center, it's now the UCCU Center. Not the Event Center, UCCU Center. Which reminds me, the Utah Community Credit Union. That's what UCCU stands for. They are a proud sponsor. Wolverine Athletics, they are the official sponsor of the UVU student section, the Mall, the Mighty Athletic Wolverine League. 32-30. Wolverines, if they win, they will clinch at least a tie for first place this season in the Great West Conference. And if they lose, they could still end up having that #1 seed going into the Great West Conference tournament, which is just so huge because the #1 seed gets a bye. Second half, Williams, Hunsaker, Swarbrick, Robinson, and Aird. Same five that started the game start the second half. See if Holton Hunsaker can break out of that 0 for scoring slump in the first half he was in. 0 for 3. Houston Baptist basketball as we start the second half. Turnaround jumper by Hinnenkamp. And guess what, folks? We're tied again. This time at 32.
Yeah, that play looked very similar to the ones that the Wolverines ran on the very first play of the game, trying to isolate Jordan Swarbrick, but Hinnenkamp gets isolated and finishes a nice turnaround, a nice jump shot in the paint.
Fourth time this game has been tied. Houston Baptist has never been able to lead, though. Wolverines have it inside Geddes. Layup good. 34-32. Geddes with 8 points. Moss has it. On the left wing, feeds down low to Gonzalez. Working against Swarbrick. Turnaround jumper baseline, no. Ball slapped away out of bounds and will go off of, wait for the official call, go off of Houston Baptist.
Jim, that shot right there, that's the shot that you want to have to force Gonzalez into. A tough shot fading away on the baseline over Jordan Swarbrick. I think the Wolverines will live if he can make those jump shots, but nice defense there, and unfortunately for Gonzalez, he missed that shot.
Gonzalez 3 of 7 shooting in this game, 9 points. Inside Ben Aird, little jump hook, good. Every time Houston Baptist has tied this game, the Wolverines then go on a spurt. They went on a 7-0 run when it was tied at 24. See if they can do it again after being tied at 32. Ball slapped away. It'll belong to the Huskies, far sideline.
You know, I'm going to go back to that game against North Dakota. One of the keys to that game that we had was quality starts. Starting the game off right, starting the second half off right. I think we can extend that to tonight. Wolverines have to start off this second half right, and they've done so far.
Michael Moss drives in, ball knocked away, out of bounds. It belongs to the Wolverines of Utah Valley. 18 minutes, 13 seconds to play in this one. Wolverines lead it by 4, 36-32. Thanks for being with us on this simulcast tonight, radio and TV. Trying to keep our radio listeners as informed as we can. TV viewers can see Isiah take the 3 from the corner and bury it. Isiah, 9 points. All of them coming from beyond the arc.
Nice read there from Holton. He saw that a double team was coming from Michael Moss for whatever reason, leaving Isiah wide open. A nice job of Holton finding him in the corner.
Eccles missed the jumper. Wolverines control. 39-32. Wolverines by 7. This match is their biggest lead of the game. And Wolverines can't handle it inside. It belongs to Houston Baptist. Wolverines looking for their 4th victory in a row. If they get it, it'll be the 4th time this season that they have won 4 in a row. You've had a pretty good year anytime you can have 4 different 4-game winning streaks.
Means a lot of wins. That's good for the Wolverines.
Wolverines come in here having won 11 of 13. They started the season 6-8. And after New Year's Day, they've only lost 2. One a non-conference game at Seattle, one at South Dakota. Jumper outside, good for 3. There's Gonzalez. He's got 12 points. And sure enough, that stops a 7-0 run the Wolverines run. Talking about those runs.
Yeah, and you know what? There is one player on the floor, if you're the Wolverines playing defense, that you cannot lead open, and it's Gonzalez, and he was wide open on that play. Their defensive mix-up there.
Robinson goes inside with the trees, draws the foul. He'll probably shoot 2. Wait for the official to come over and tell us who they're going to call it on. That one's going to get called against Lamar Thomas. His first, team's first of the half. Going to put Geddes Robison at the free throw line. He's 2 of 2 tonight from the stripe. 8 points overall for Geddes, 6 rebounds. for UVU's all-time single-season rebound record holder. That's a mouthful. I'm not going to say that again. Makes the first one 40-35 now. Wolverines by 5. 16:37 to play. Geddes Robison, just a tremendous pickup for this Wolverine program. Makes them both 41-35. Wolverines by 6. Moss working against Hunsaker on the right wing. Up top it goes to Gonzalez. Geddes looking like, hey, this kid can jump from anywhere, and he does. Gonzalez misses that one. Swarbrick with the rebound. Wolverines looking for their biggest lead of the game. Aird has to track down a loose ball. Gives it over to Isiah Williams. He's working against Eccles. Back to Hunsaker. Down low it goes. Tried to feed it in to Geddes Robison. He stumbled or was tripped. Houston Baptist comes away with it. Saves it from going out of bounds, and layup is good inside coming from Bembry.
Incredible save there from Hinnenkamp. Looks like some of the Wolverines thought that the ball was going to be going out of bounds. Started heading back the other way. Great save, throwing it right underneath the basket.
Some of our fans watching the streaming version of this game on their cell phones. You want to watch it on your cell phone, uvu.edu/UVU TV. That's pretty cool. Not you, Matt. Put it away.
Sorry, I'll put my phone away.
Timeout on the floor. We're going to take a immediate timeout. 15 minutes, 32 seconds to play. Wolverines leading it 41-37. Back in 60 here on the Wolverine Sports Network. Turned into a heck of a basketball game here at the UCCU Center. Wolverines lead it. A reminder about Pepsi. They are proud to be a major sponsor of Utah Valley University Athletics. Pepsi, every generation refreshes the world. 47% shooting for Utah Valley. 42% shooting for Houston Baptist. Wolverines have hit all 3 of their shots, though, here in the second half. That's why they lead at 41-37. Aird with it for the Wolverines. Gives to Swarbrick. Lobs inside to Aird. Comes in, that little jump hook that he's just about got a patent on these days. And missed it. So much for the patent. Houston Baptist with the possession following the miss.
Great play out of the timeout, though. Executed very well. Nice pass there from Jordan. A good screen there from Holton, getting him inside as we see a basketball coming onto the court for whatever reason.
Basketball got loose from somebody. They were using up in the stands. Somebody brought their own basketball.
Yeah, they have hoops. They have hoops that are up here on the top courts here, and sometimes the kids bring their balls in, and
that's got to come like 30 rows down to make it onto the court.
It did. It bounced a long way, and I know the kid that it happened to because I see him up there crying in the stands. So he feels bad.
Wow, that's a first. Houston Baptist basketball. Holton Hunsaker draws the charge from Terry Bembry. Bembry's second. Hunsaker, I tell you what, this kid has taken more charges this year than anybody I've ever seen. You know, he's not that big. Holton Hunsaker, they list him at 6 foot. True freshman out of North Salt Lake City. And as somebody told me, you know, he doesn't have that far to flop because he's just not that tall, so it doesn't hurt too bad, but sometimes it sure looks like it hurts.
Yeah, he's got great defensive awareness that puts him in position so that he can take those charges. You know, he knew that the clock was running down on that last possession, knew that somebody had to make a play, and stepped in front of the player and drew that charge.
Geddes Robison feeds over to Aird. He's stripped. Basketball out of bounds. It'll belong to the Wolverines. They've got 10 seconds on the shot clock. 14 minutes, 18 seconds left to play in this one.
12 and 15.
Wolverines lead at 41-37. Swarbrick, he'll jump a three. Missed that one. Swarbrick just 1 of 5 from three-point land. He's the team's most effective three-point shooter usually. And my goodness, officials are disagreeing. One of them called a charge, one of them called blocking. So we'll see. Yep, it's going to be a block against Dick Hunsaker.
You'll see the replay here. He does a very nice job of not letting him get past him. You know, that probably would have been best if it would have been a no call there. I didn't think that was an offensive foul. I didn't think that was an offensive foul. So unfortunate for Holton, gets called for the defensive block.
Inside shot from Hinnenkamp. Draws Houston Baptist to within 2, 41-39, 14 minutes to play. These Huskies of Houston Baptist just won't go away. A lot of folks came here expecting a 20 or so point victory for the Wolverines, but not happening. Hunsaker forces it up, missed it. Ball tipped around volleyball style, and whistle inside going to go against Houston Baptist. That one's going to be called against Bembry. His third. He's the first player for Houston Baptist with 3 fouls. Justin Baker on the bench for the Wolverines with 3. Wolverines maintain possession, 13.5 minutes to play. They lead it by 2. Swarbrick from the corner. Missed another one. Swarbrick very uncharacteristically 2 of 11 from the floor tonight. Trying too hard on senior night. Hinnenkamp gives over to Bembry. Now up top it goes. It's Eccles. He'll drive down low. Reverse layup. Good. And guess what, folks? We're tied again. This time at 41 with 13 minutes to play. And it's a 6-0 run from Houston Baptist. There's a 3. Bottom! Isiah Williams nails the 3. And a timeout has been called by the Wolverines. We're going to take it with them. It's a 60-second timeout. Just under 13 minutes to play. Wolverines lead by 3. Back in a minute here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Situated just 45 minutes south of Salt Lake City, UVU is located at the foot of the scenic Wasatch Mountains in Orem, Utah. Within 20 miles of campus, students enjoy access to year-round outdoor recreation. Utah Valley is also home to a vibrant local arts and music scene. Many students choose UVU for access to a dynamic economy, employment, and career opportunities.
Of a ball game here at the UCCU Center. I'm Jim McCullough along with Matt Peterson. 44-41. Wolverines lead it by 3, just under 13 minutes to play. A reminder, the Utah Army National Guard is the official sponsor of the UVU Athletics Pink with a Purpose Games, raising money for people in need. National Guard does a great job, don't they? 44-41, thanks to Isiah Williams' 4th three-pointer of the night. He's 4 of 8 shooting from the floor. All 8 shots have been from beyond the arc. He hasn't put up anything inside 3. Houston Baptist. Moss with it. Goes left side. Evans, jumper. No good. Ball tipped way outside. Goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Wolverines. 12 minutes, 34 seconds to play. Wolverines nursing a 3-point lead. They haven't trailed, but Houston Baptist has tied this thing 5 times now.
It's been a game of short runs, not necessarily long runs. You know, one team will get an advantage. You know, as you said, Houston Baptist hasn't had the lead as they see some high pressure here. A nice job of breaking it.
Ben Air had a chance to slam it. Instead, he just lays it up and in. Unofficially, Ben with 10 points. Geddes Robison with 10. Isiah's got 12. 3 players in double figures. Meanwhile, Gonzalez, the only player in double figures for Houston Baptist, he's got 12. 46-41, Wolverines by 5. Once again, Houston Baptist tied it up, and Wolverines go on a little 5-0 spurt. Under 12 minutes to play now. Driving the baseline, Moss kicks it out. Jumper, 3-pointer, no good. That one coming from Hinnenkamp, and ball picked up by the Wolverines. Isiah Williams brings it across. He'll set it up, give it back over to Hunsaker. Will set up the Wolverine offense. They'll lob it into Big Ben. He'll go up easy. Back to back. Ben Air points. Another 7-0 run. Wolverines lead it by 7.
You know, that play has come to be one of the best plays the Wolverines run. You know, isolating Jordan Swarbrick on the wing, getting Ben Air wide open, no weak side help available, and Jordan just simply tosses it over to Ben, throws it up at the rim, and Ben goes and gets it.
Gonzalez misses the jumper from outside. Geddes Robison with yet another rebound for the Wolverines. 48-41, Wolverines lead it, just under 11 minutes to play. Looking for victory number 18 on the season. Who would have thought that after the Wolverines started 6-8? Coach Dick Hunsaker said, just give this team time to gel. You know, he starts 2 freshmen and 2 other kids who weren't here last year as transfers. Swarbrick, the only returning starter. Houston Baptist found a wide open seam, and Hinnenkamp took it in. 48-43.
You know, a mental lapse there in transition as the Wolverines didn't get a shot off, had a turnover, and then they didn't get back in transition. And a nice job of Hinnenkamp running wide on the lane there, getting to the rim.
Whistle away from the basketball, going to go against Wolverines. I didn't see who they called it. I think Geddes Robison, but I'm not sure about that. Brings us to a timeout. We'll take another media timeout. Wolverines leading by 5. Back in a minute here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Come join the student section and cheer for the Mighty Wolverines. Mighty Athletic Wolverine League sports passes are now available. Your mall pass gets you tickets to every NCAA home game, free food at the tailgate parties, prizes at the games, and lots of new friends. Get more information on their Facebook page or by calling Campus Connection at 801-863-8797. Go UVU!
Wolverines lead at 48-43. A reminder about Wolverine Crossing. It is student living redefined. For student housing information, just text Wolverine to 47464. 14 points from Ben Air, 12 from Isiah Williams, 10 from Geddes Robison. Wolverines lead at 48-43. Wolverine possession. That foul was actually against Jonathan Evans from Houston Baptist going into that break, and now we've got another foul. You know, the first half was pretty doggone clean. Now we got a foul. This one going to go against Aaron Asp, Houston Baptist. His first, team 6.
He just checked into the game. The Wolverines ran a specific play trying to isolate Holton on Aaron Asp, and he gets called for the foul. So a good job of awareness there, seeing who came into the game and trying to take advantage of that.
10 minutes to play in this one. Wolverines leading by 5, 48-43 here at the UCCU Center. Isiah Williams misses a three. Geddes Robison with a offensive rebound, back up and in. Geddes Robison, 12 points, 8 rebounds. Make it 12 points, 9 rebounds now. Working on another double-double. He had 11 and 14 against UCCU the first time, and a foul going to go against the Wolverines this time. Back the other way. It will go against Ben Air. You're nodding your head as if you agree with that call.
Yeah, good call. I mean, it was a very good call there as we had Andrew Gonzalez coming off of the screen. Ben looked like he kind of got caught questioning whether he should go back to his man as he was helping as Gonzalez was coming off the screen, whether or not he should stay and help. And as Gonzalez went up for the shot, he swiped down. That was a good call.
Ben's first personal foul. Gonzalez hits the first of 2 free throws. Wolverines lead it by 6 now, 50-44. Gonzalez with 14 points as he makes them both, and the Wolverines lead is down to 5. Seven has been the biggest lead for the Wolverines in this game, and they've had that about 5 different times. Hunsaker, baseline drive, dishes off, aired, shot, no, he's fouled though, inside by Hinnenkamp. Fred Hinnenkamp, senior out of Houston, sends Ben Air to the line for 2. Air's first free throws of the night coming up. He got 14 points overall.
You can credit that play to, an overall play run by the Wolverines as Jordan Swarbrick got at the top of the key, tried to break it down, saw Holton open on the wing, passed it out to Holton. Holton saw it drive to the lane and unselfishly pass it off to Ben Aird. So a well-run play there as we see the dump off or the dish off there from Holton as Ben was waiting there for the ball.
Big Ben made the first one, second one also good. 52-45. Ben's got 16 points unofficially. 7 of 8 from the floor and 2 of 2 from the stripe. Inside, a foul going to be called as Moss going to the hole. Well, now it's like a foul on every possession. That one's going to be called against Hunsaker.
You see how many players, look at that confusion there. I mean, that's hard to defend when you have 2 players for Houston Baptist setting a screen at the top. It's very hard to determine where the ball is, who's coming off the screen, and what they're trying to do. And Wolverines, Holton specifically there as he was guarding Moss, got caught, kind of undecided where to go, and Moss was able to take it to the rim.
Michael Moss misses the free throw. Sean Detweiler checks into the game. Isiah Williams will take a seat. Hunsaker still scoreless, by the way. He averages 11.3 a game. Second free throw is good. 52-46 now. Wolverines lead by 6 coming up at 9 minutes left in this ball game. Hunsaker at point guard, bringing it across midcourt. Works against Eccles. Can't lose Eccles. Finally gets over to Detweiler. Calling Geddes for asking Geddes for a pick. Instead they get it out to Holton. Hunsaker will jump a 3. Missed it. Holton Hunsaker is 0 for 5 from the floor, including 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. A very tough shooting night for the freshman. Well, what do you expect on senior night?
Right.
Meanwhile, the other freshman, and I hate to point this out, Ben Aird, 16 points. George Swarbrick, senior, 5 points. A whistle as Gonzalez started to drive, drew the foul from Swarbrick.
Very tough assignment there from Jordan. He was, well beyond the NBA three-point line, and he has to come out and guard Gonzalez there because we saw Gonzalez hit a shot, a lot of, a great distance behind the three-point line earlier, and Jordan, a very tough assignment there, and definitely gets called for the hand check.
His first foul, but he'll go to the bench. Coach Dick Hunsaker wants to talk to his senior, and he's replaced by Keith Thompson in that lineup. Inbounds play comes in, turnaround jumper no good from Bembry, and Ben Aird with the rebound. Hard to score against Big Ben. We're listing at 6'9", and folks are saying no, he's closer to 6'10". Turnover, Wolverines moving back the other way though. 8 minutes, 15 seconds left in this one. Wolverines leading by 6. Moss has it out front now to Gonzalez for three. Front rim no good. And Bembry went over the back of somebody. And they'll call Bembry for the foul. For Bembry, that's going to be team foul number 8. But for Bembry, personal foul number 4. So Bembry on the bench, 4 fouls, 4 points. Gonzalez has 14, Hinnenkamp has 10. They're the 2 players in double figures for Houston Baptist. At the free throw line, Holton Hunsaker, the 36th best free throw shooter in the country, looking for his first points here in this game with 8:08 to play. On its way, good. He'll get another one.
And that's one of the nice team free throw for the Wolverines, which is a little bit unusual, especially here on their home court, as they tend to get to the free throw line. I mean, they do on the road as well, but it's been a couple of games since we've seen them only attempt 9 free throws at this point in a game.
The Wolverines have actually attempted more free throws than any other team in Division I. And Hunsaker misses the back end of 2. He's got 1 point. Yeah, they've taken more free throws than anybody else out of 340 Division I teams. Wolverines lead at 53-46. We're under 8 minutes to play. Jumper, baseline, good from Eccles. 53-48. Hunsaker with the basketball in his hands. Just sort of waiting for something to happen here for either team to really get rocking and rolling. Deadweiler's got it, and he'll be fouled by Eccles. Well, so far, 13 fouls called here in the second half. That brings us to another media timeout. 7:27 to play. Wolverines lead at 53-48. You're listening and watching exclusive coverage of Utah Valley University basketball on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Bus pass, $5. UVU t-shirt so you can impress the ladies, $25. iPod Nano, $120. A degree from UVU so you can afford your own car someday. Priceless. For everything else, there's student loans.
Second half. 44% shooting overall for the Wolverines, 42% for Houston Baptist. 53-48 the score. Reminder, fans, Adidas now the official outfitter of UVU athletics. To check out Adidas apparel, go to adidas.com. Ben Aird, 16 points, 8 rebounds. Isiah Williams, 12 points. Geddes Robison, 12 points. Jordan Swarbrick, 5. Justin Baker, 5. Keith Thompson, 2. Holton Hunsaker, 1. Meanwhile, Andrew Gonzalez, the conference's leading scorer, being held to just 14 points. Deadweiler at the free throw line makes the first of, it's going to be 2. 54-48 now. Deadweiler's first points of this game. Second one also good. 55-48. There's that 7-point lead that the Wolverines have not been able to extend. They've led by 7 now, 6 different times. 7 minutes, 15 seconds left in this one. That was completely screened out by the official.
Yeah, I think they're going to call a travel here. It looks like Moss was going up. It was a weird set. It looked like all 5 players were surrounded around the junction, 2 on each side, and Moss was going to go up looking to pass, maybe even take the shot, but came down with the ball and called for a travel.
Thanks, I'm glad you could see it. The official decided to stop right here in front of me. I think he's mad that I wouldn't let him look at the replay of the first half. Turnover, Wolverines. Houston Baptist had it. And a foul going to be called against Sean Detweiler, reaching in, trying to stop that fast break. His first. Just a tick above 7 minutes left in this one. Wolverines leading by 7, 55-48. Houston Baptist basketball.
See, this is the set I'm talking about. Look at that. I mean, they set all 5 players near, giving the point guard coming off a lot of options.
Eccles for 3. Partially deflected, I think, by Keith Thompson, and Wolverines come away with it. Detweiler with it in his hands on the right wing. Baker's back into the game with 3 fouls. Inside it goes to Ben Air. Turnaround jumper. Kind of a little half hook. A little further out than Ben usually likes to dig that hook. Just missed it. It's coming down the other way. Shot good from Eccles. And a foul against Holton Hunsaker is going to put Eccles at the line, looking for the old-fashioned 3.
You're going to see here as Eccles comes charging in. That's a very tough call. That could have gone either way. They're hard to argue, hard to tell what should have been the right call on that possession. As Eccles, Holton Hunsaker was in position, but Eccles drew the foul on one side or the other. It wasn't straight on for Holton. I think that's why they called it a block.
3rd foul on Holton Hunsaker.
See what I mean here? I mean, if Holton takes that right in the middle of the chest, it looks like it was more shaded to his right shoulder. So it looks like that's probably why they called him for the blocking foul.
Maybe we should offer to show them the replay on that.
We should. I doubt they'd take it.
Yeah, I doubt it either. On its way, free throw missed. Geddes Robison tracks it down. It's 55-50, Wolverines by 5 with 6:22 to play.
Wolverines have to push the basketball here. They have a 3-on-2 as Houston Baptist put pressure on.
Ben Air, little jumper, makes this one. There's that 7-point lead again, 57-50. Ben Air having a heck of a game, 18 points. He had 19 against North Dakota a week ago tonight. That was part of why he was named the Great West Conference Player of the Week. He might get it again. Wolverines only play 1 game this week, though. Baseline hanging jumper. Rolls off no good. Fought for on the floor. Picked up by Holton Hunsaker and the Wolverines. 2-on-2. Swarbrick kicks out to Isiah. He'll launch a 3. No good. Houston Baptist with the miss. Coming up at 5.5 to play and a foul inside. Holton Hunsaker going to be called for his 4th personal foul. This time reaching in on Gonzalez.
4th personal foul for Hunsaker. 17th foul.
Holton just 1 point. 4 fouls. Does have 3 assists. And it's going to put Andrew Gonzalez at the free throw line, where he's 2 of 5 tonight. Leading scorer in the conference and the best free throw shooter on Houston Baptist team. Gets the front end of the 1-and-1 to go. It's 57-51.
Free throws could play an important factor coming down here in the last 5.5 minutes, as both teams are going to go to the free throw. Each foul that's called from here on out, both teams going to go to the free throw line. So that's something to watch here, is which team can finish at the line better.
Makes them both 57-52. Wolverines lead is 5 with 5 minutes 30 seconds left here in this basketball game. Detweiler, a little trouble in the backcourt. Gets it across, gives it over to Isiah Williams. Now to Swarbrick. Back into Detweiler. Hunsaker went to the bench for those 4 fouls. Swarbrick has it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Detweiler shaking and baking deep in the right corner. 8 seconds to shoot. Detweiler starts to drive in. Ball on the floor. Hennenkamp grabs it. Jump ball called. Possession arrow goes UVU direction.
Only 4 seconds on the shot clock here, so the Wolverines are going to have to run a play with that in mind, as they do only have 4 seconds.
4 seconds on the shot clock. So Detweiler will trigger from the baseline. Justin Baker comes in, replacing Geddes Robison for this play. The other 4 Wolverines are all standing out beyond the arc. He'll get it out to Baker. He'll jump a 3. No good. Rebound. Fought for and a foul inside. Going to go against Big Ben Aird. 8th team foul. His 2nd personal foul. 17 fouls called in this second half. We only had 12 called between the 2 teams in the first half. Still got 5:01 to play. Back the other way, we'll go to shoot free throws. Lamar Thomas will do the honors. He's only taken 19 free throws this season. He's made 14 of them. Gets the first one to go. He'll have another one. 57-53. Wolverines lead is 4. Second one. Barely drew the front iron. Geddes Robison picked it up off the floor. Wolverine possession. We're under 5 minutes to play. Wolverines by 4. Looking to take care of business here against Houston Baptist, so that game on Thursday will be for everything. Swarbrick for 3. Back rim too hard. He can't get anything to go. Inside, Ben Aird stripped on his way up. Fouled by Evans. He'll shoot 2. Evans second, team's 10th. Clock stop, 4:38.
Once again, another offensive rebound going the Wolverines' way. That's been a great advantage to them tonight. One thing also is that Houston Baptist, it seems to be extending their pressure on the defensive end when the Wolverines are trying to bring the ball up the court. So Wolverines are going to have to try and alleviate that pressure and attack, so that they got to take care of the basketball, as Houston Baptist look like they're being a little bit more aggressive, trying to get some turnovers, trying to break the game in their favor.
Well, Superman missed his first free throw. Second one is good. So it's 58-53. Aird, by the way, 19 points, 10 rebounds. He's got a double-double. Geddes Robison also with a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Wolverines by 5. 4.5 to play. Eccles. For Houston Baptist working against Swarbrick. Starts to drive. Swarbrick stops him momentarily. Now they'll dish it back outside and threw it away. (58-53). Wolverines by 5. Deadweiler, Swarbrick, Aird, Williams, and Robinson on the floor. The only starter not out there, Dick Hunsaker, on the bench with 4 personal fouls and 1 point for the night. If you joined us late, Wolverines have led by as many as 7, 6 different times. Houston Baptist has never led. Deadweiler jumper, back rim too hard. Ben Aird way up high, got the rebound, put back, no. Rebound fought for, on the floor, out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Wolverines, I think. Brings us to a media timeout. 3:48 to play. I'm not sure whose ball it is. 2 officials looked at each other and disagreed. Even the coaches don't know whose ball it's going to be. 58-53, Wolverines by 5 points. Back in a minute here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Think back to when you were a child. What did you dream of becoming as an adult? A pilot? A teacher? A nurse? Maybe a mathematician, a mechanic, or a scientist. Did you dream about helping others and achieving great things? Now imagine a place where everyone is focused on your success, where ideas flow and dreams are realized. Imagine an education that is personal, engaging, fun, and professional. A place where your professors know you by name and are devoted to your development. With an education from UVU, all of this becomes true. Utah Valley University. It's your dream. It's your university.
Thank you. Wolverines lead at 58-53. And we welcome our radio listeners back to the UCCU Center. Wolverines lead at 58-53. A reminder, the UVU Alumni Association proud to sponsor the player of the game tonight. You can support UVU scholarships. Just go online and order a UVU license plate at uvualumni.org/UVU plate. Matt Peterson and I will be choosing the UVU Alumni Association player of the game in our post-game show. We'll talk to Coach Dick Hunsaker, get his views on the game. Then we'll take a 60-second commercial break. Then we'll come back and give you the stats. And Matt will go out on the limb and name the player of the game. Right now, Ben Aird, Geddes Robison, Isiah Williams, all in double figures for the Wolverines. Wolverines possession, leading by 5 with 3:40 to play. Detweiler starts to drive in the lane, taken away from him, tied up again. This time possession arrow goes in Houston Baptist direction. It's amazing this game is as close as it is, Matt, because the Wolverines have out-rebounded them 43-22. And of those 43, 14 of them are offensive. That's a lot of offensive rebounds.
Yeah, I think that's been a great advantage for them tonight. You see an air ball there from Gonzalez. I think in the last 3 minutes here, Wolverines have to take care of the basketball. As we said, it's kind of been a game of small runs. No team, Houston Baptist hasn't been able to get over or to take a lead in this game, and the Wolverines haven't really been able to extend it much more than 5 to 7 points. So the Wolverines just have to make sure they take care of the basketball and defend Houston Baptist.
Dick Hunsaker back into the game. Detweiler takes a seat, so the Wolverines have their 5 starters on the floor for the final 3 minutes and 8 seconds here of the game. They already lead it 58-53. They have not trailed here at the UCCU Center tonight. Inside feed, Ben Air turnaround jumper, good! Ben Air, 21 points. Closing in on a career high. 23 is his career high. That foul gonna go against Houston Baptist. Lamar Thomas, his second. So it'll be Wolverine possession, leading by, hey, guess what, magic number 7 again.
Let's see if the Wolverines run another play to get Ben the ball inside, because he's been unstoppable so far tonight. But let's see if they run a play like they did that last one to try and get him the ball in ideal position for a turnaround jump shot.
Hunsaker out there with 4 personal fouls. Gets it into Ben. He's at the free throw line. Feeds inside. Geddes Robison fakes once. Forces it up. No. And Houston Baptist comes away with it. Gonzalez on the run. Kicks it over right side. Moss layup good. 60-55. Wolverines lead is 5 with 2 minutes, 10 seconds to play. Swarbrick dribbling near midcourt. For our radio listeners, wish you were here. For our TV viewers, thanks for joining in. UVU wants to take a timeout. We'll stay here, talk about this one. It's just a 30-second timeout. With 2:01 to play, Wolverines hanging on to a 5-point lead. Here's the foul. That was the foul against Lamar Thomas, right?
Another tough call there. Hard to see. It looked like it. I think probably they got him for maybe the elbow sticking out a little bit on the screen there, but Holton drew that foul.
Ben Air, 21 points. Geddes Robison, 12 points, 12 rebounds. Isiah Williams, 12 points. Very quiet 12 points. On 4 of 10 shooting. Meanwhile, Gonzalez leading the way for Houston Baptist, 16. Eccles has 13. Hinnenkamp has 10. Those are the 6 players in this game with double figures in scoring. Wolverines have doubled them up rebounding, 44-22. All right, enough stats. It's 60-55. That's the stat that counts. Wolverine possession. They lead it. We're under 2 minutes to play. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Sorvik feeds inside Ben. Slapped away. They're going to call a foul on that too. Yep. Going to go against Hinnenkamp, I think. His third. Clock stop, 1:51 to play. Big Ben will be at the free throw line, looking to tie his career high 23 points. If he makes both of these.
We have to give a lot of credit here, as Ben is getting a lot of these baskets, a lot of these opportunities really close to the basket. You do have to get a lot of credit to the screeners. In that play, Geddes Robison set a really good screen. Isiah Williams also set a really good screen to spring Ben coming along the baseline as Ben misses that first free throw.
He missed the first one. Sean Detweiler back into the game, by the way, for the Wolverines, replacing Hunsaker. Second one on its way. This one is good. 61-55. Wolverines by 6. Aird has 22. Moss drives in, almost had it stolen away. Recovers. Minute 38. Moss has it. And back over to the corner. That's Eccles. Up top, he'll take a three. No, on the floor, bounced around, body's diving, tied up. Possession arrow Wolverines direction. A minute 26 to play. Wolverine possession, 61-55. Hunsaker checks back in. Detweiler goes to the bench. So what is this? When the Wolverines have it, Hunsaker comes in. When Houston Baptist has it, Detweiler's in. Is that the way he's playing it?
Yeah, it looks like kind of doing some switching. I've been a part of many of those where you go in offense, defense. You can get a lot of substitutions there, but I think Wolverines are going to look to get a lot of ball handlers in with this lineup as they have. You know, a minute 26 left, 6-point lead. Houston Baptist is going to have no choice but to put some extended pressure on them, try and force some turnovers. I'm not sure if they'll start to foul quite yet, but Wolverines are going to get a lineup in the game full of ball handlers.
Wolverines have one regular season game left after tonight. It comes up Thursday on the road in New Jersey against NJIT. NJIT won their game earlier this afternoon, so they are 8-2 in conference play. Utah Valley 9-1, and you can bet there's a lot of NJIT folks right now either tuned in watching this thing or listening in, pulling for Houston Baptist. Right now, Wolverines lead it by 6 with a minute 26 to play. They'll get it into Hunsaker. Backcourt pressure. Back to Swarbrick, over to Isiah in the backcourt. Isiah across the time stripe. Wolverines trying to burn a little clock. Swarbrick going to be fouled. Usually, you don't want to put George Swarbrick at the free throw line. However, the last 2 games, he has struggled more in the last 2 games from the stripe than he has all season put together. That foul, by the way, is the 4th one against Fred Hinnenkamp. George Swarbrick, first trip to the free throw line tonight. He's the leading free throw shooter in the conference at 87%. He missed it. Gets another one, as that was the 10th team foul. So every foul will be a 2-shot foul.
Yeah, we get that substitution again. Geddes going to be coming in for Holton. Needs some defensive rebounders in the game, and Geddes definitely provides that.
Swarbrick just 5 points in this game, 2 of 12 shooting from the floor, 1 of 7 from three-point land. Gets the second free throw to go down. 62-55. Houston Baptist with a minute 5 to play, trailing. Gonzalez works inside. Wolverines come away with it. Detweiler's got it. They were trying to foul him to stop the clock. Couldn't do it. They'll get it over to Swarbrick. Out to Isiah. Up top to Baker. 45 seconds to play. Wolverines leading by 7. Finally, Gonzalez clearly reaching into, I don't know what it takes to foul here.
Yeah, they'd let nearly 20 seconds go off of the shot clock before they fouled there. You know, just letting precious time run off the clock. If you're Houston Baptist, have to foul a little bit earlier.
And this is Isiah Williams' first trip to the stripe tonight. He's got 12 points overall. On its way, this one good. 63-55. And there you go. That's the biggest lead of the Wolverines, for the Wolverines this evening. Second one on its way, also good. 64-55. It's a 9-point lead for the Wolverines with 40 seconds to play. Michael Moss drives in off the glass, good. Back to a 7-point lead with 35 to play. Detweiler fouled big time by Gonzalez in the backcourt.
Andrew Gonzalez, Gonzalez's fourth.
His 4th, by the way. Clock stop, 34.4 to play. Wolverines by 7, and unless something amazing happens, the Wolverines are going to be 18-10 with 1 game to go in the regular season. More of which are going to be 10-1 in conference play. They will do no worse than the number 2 seed in the Great West Conference. And if they beat NJIT on Thursday night, they'll have the number 1 seed and won't have to play on Thursday. They can wait till Friday. 64-57, followed the missed free throws. Jumper outside for 3 is good. All of a sudden it's 64-60. Don't go away. 25.1 seconds left. Hinnenkamp nails the three. All season long, we have seen the Wolverines just do a number at the free throw line. They've won several games at the stripe, but tonight, very uncharacteristic, 68% shooting for them. For a lot of teams, that's pretty good. Not so for this UVU team, 8th in the nation at 77%.
Well, and it hasn't just been their free throw shooting, it's been overall. They're 5 of 22 from the three-point line, 22 of 53 from the field. Houston Baptist shooting better percentages from the field and from the three-point line in tonight's game. So a very unusual shooting night for the Wolverines. They haven't really found much of an offensive rhythm, but you've got 25 seconds left. That three there from Hinnenkamp is the last thing that you wanted to give up, because that obviously cut the lead down to 4 here. Critical to get the ball inbounds. Don't have a turnover. You have Jordan Swarbrick, who has always been the one to inbound on these types of plays.
The senior from California gets it into Holton Hunsaker. He's fouled immediately in the backcourt by reserve Aaron Asp, and that'll put Holton Hunsaker at the line. With 24 seconds to play, Wolverines hanging on to a 4-point lead. Hunsaker in this game, just 1 point. 0 for 5 from the floor. 4 of those shots have been three-pointers that he's missed. Earlier this season, 38 straight consecutive free throws for Hunsaker. Spread over several games. And the jinx continues from McPeterson.
I didn't say anything there. That was all you there.
Thanks, partner. Always love to have you here. 64-60.
But if you want, I'll take some blame. I may have whispered something.
Yeah, no, it was me.
Whether a make or a miss here, Wolverines have to get back in their transition defense. They have to know where Gonzalez is, and even Hinnenkamp as he hit that last three, because you do not want to give up another three-point shot.
Freshman Holton Hunsaker. Free throws good. 65-60. Hunsaker's got 2 points. He'll take a seat. Keith Thompson in for these final 24 seconds. Moss brings it across the stripe. He'll take it straight to the hole. Nope, it went through, dished it out for the jumper for 3, no good. Deadweiler with a rebound, fouled immediately by Gonzalez. 15.5 seconds to play. And Gonzalez, the conference's leading scorer, has just fouled out of this one with 16 points, well below his season average of 23.5. So the Wolverines did a fairly decent job on Andrew Gonzalez, holding him to 16 points, but Eccles and Hinnenkamp both with 13 apiece.
Yeah, one of the keys to the game, we keep going back to that. They needed some additional scoring. They got that tonight. Fred Hinnenkamp, as you said, and as well as Sean Eccles provided that additional scoring that was needed, and it's definitely kept Houston Baptist in the game.
Sean Deadweiler on senior night, the senior out of Phoenix, hits the first of 2 free throws. Wolverines by 6. Got them both. 67-60. Deadweiler 4 points tonight. All 4 of them coming from the stripe. 15.5 seconds to play. Another little timeout call, so we'll stay here. Coach Dick Hunsaker urging his players to be tough on defense. 67-60, 15.5 seconds. That's plenty of time for Houston Baptist, but you got to wonder how deflated are they with their leading scorer now out of the game.
Yeah, it's going to take an effort and a great finish here for Houston Baptist to come out with this victory. But if you're the Wolverines, you do not want to foul on any type of a three-point shot, and you've got to have 5 guys crashing the defensive glass as they did on that last possession where Sean ended up at the free throw line.
Andrew Gonzalez is the leading three-point man percentage-wise for Houston Baptist. He's not out there. Wolverines are going to force Houston Baptist to burn a little clock by putting on a token pressure in the backcourt. Moss brings it across. 10 seconds to play. Looking for help. Up top it goes. Wolverines trying not to foul, but Baker jumped in there, wanted to take the charge, and crashing hard to the floor is Ben Daniels. Yeah, they're going to call a foul on Baker, who was camped out underneath the glass. 67-62, basket will count. Here's the replay for our TV viewers. Wow. And Ben Daniels, 6'6" sophomore from Manchester, England. Slow to get up, but the Wolverines lead is 5 with 4.6 seconds to play, and Daniels will be at the free throw line to cut it to a 4-point lead.
We saw that replay there. Daniels falling hard on his right elbow. And that was the first contact that he made with the ground. You know, credit Justin for coming over there, trying to take that charge, and obviously got called for the block.
Free throw is missed. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Wolverines with 2.9 to play and a 5-point lead.
You see this replay here. Daniels going up. Watch his right elbow. Comes right down hard on the ground.
Houston Baptist calls off the Dogs. Game over. Wolverines win it 67-62. The Wolverines now 18-10 on the season. Meanwhile, Houston Baptist falls to 4-23 in the conference play. The Wolverines hang on to first place by themselves at 10-1 with one regular season game to go. Coming up Thursday night, as we've mentioned several times, on the road against NJIT. NJIT, if they win their final 2 conference games, beating Chicago State and the Wolverines this Thursday, would at least tie Utah Valley for the regular season conference championship. But if the Wolverines win at NJIT, they are the undisputed conference champions. We're waiting for Coach Dick Hunsaker to join us courtside. Wolverines now 4 in a row. This marks the 4th time this season that the Wolverines have won 4 games in a row. Not bad when you can win 4 games in a row 4 times in a year. Wolverines have 1 more to play at NJIT on Thursday night, and that one will decide who's going to be the #1 seed, and may just decide who's going to be #1 and #2. We're joined now by Coach Dick Hunsaker. First of all, congratulations on the W. And this one, wow, this was an interesting game. I'm going to let you take it from here, because I don't know what to say about this.
Well, I think we got to take the high road. It was a heck of a win. We have secured a piece of the conference championship right now. I don't even know how the tiebreakers shake down. I sure want to know at this stage of the game today, right now. But
can I tell you what I was told when I asked?
Yes.
The tiebreaker is.
We know we're tying with them all. If we drop the game.
All the way through. So the ultimate tiebreaker is RPI, is what I was told today.
Okay. Hey, hold on. Hold on.
Coach Dick Hunsaker giving directions out.
I'm sorry out there. This thing never ends. the
senior night.
You know, I love my favorite event, other than my UVU basketball games in the UCCU Center, without question, is the Jordan Circus. And at times, we make a great effort to get a role in that wonderful show. And, you know, tonight was a game that, you know, the guy I was so proud of was Ben Aird.
Wow, what a game.
Ben Aird coming off Player of the Week. Again, I'm a senior citizen in some restaurants. And when kids come off Player of the Week, I know what type of games they produce. Very few have a second Player of the Week type game. Very, very few. And I so pleased and proud of how well Ben played when we had essentially the remaining group. I'm not sure where they were at. And in preparation, you know, I gave the kids off on Wednesday. I gave these kids off one other Monday, and it took me 3 days of browbeating to get them back right. You know, I do have a young group that's very immature. Sometimes I wonder how miraculous this season really has. Once you get going, you take things for granted. And, you know, we did handle this homestand. This was 4 games at home. When we finished out the game at Houston Baptist, everybody thought, well, geez, 4 at home. And, you know, I knew how difficult they'd be. And Houston Baptist showed tonight why they're picked second in the conference. So, anyway, thanks.
It's a win.
We're going to go do the picture. Thank you.
Congratulations. Coach Dick Hunsaker anxious to join his team. Senior night here, the last time the seniors will play a regular season game. You've seen some video of the team all lined up out there for pictures, and you heard Coach Hunsaker saying, hey, wait a minute. I should be in the picture too. So he's out there to join them. Wow, this was a pretty impressive game by Ben Aird. 22 points, 11 rebounds, just one shy of a career high for Ben. His career high was 23 points and 13 rebounds, by the way, a career high for him. So he was really close there. Wolverines win it 67-62. I tell you what, we're going to take a 60-second break, both on TV and radio. Take a 60-second break, and then we're going to come back and update the final stats, both for the teams and for the individuals, and then we will choose our UVU Alumni Association Player of the Game. Boy, our TV viewers are getting a good look at some pretty handsome young men and pretty happy young men for Utah Valley. I'd like a copy of this picture when all's said and done. Back in 60 seconds here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Bus pass, $5. UVU t-shirt so you can impress the ladies, $25. iPod Nano, $120. A degree from UVU so you can afford your own car someday. Priceless. For everything else, there's student loans.
762. Waiting for our TV viewers to rejoin us as well. We're at the UCCU Center. Wolverines win it 67-62 over Houston Baptist. Wolverines now 18-10 on the season, 13-2 at home, 10-1 in conference play. And as we talked about all through the game, they have now clinched a tie for that regular season championship, and they can win it outright Thursday night in their last regular season game. All right, we told you we'd go over the stats. Let me go over the stat sheet for you real quick. Wolverines shoot 42% on the game. Houston Baptist shoots 43%. Wolverines out-rebound 48-23. Wolverines go 5 of 22 from beyond the three-point arc. Houston Baptist 6 of 17. From the free throw line, Wolverines 18 of 26. Houston Baptist 8 of 16. 15 turnovers for the Wolverines, 9 for Houston Baptist. Individual scoring, first of all, Houston Baptist, Andrew Gonzalez 16 points, Sean Eccles 13, Fred Hindenkamp 13, nobody else with more than 4. Meanwhile, for Utah Valley, they were led by Ben Aird, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist. Geddes Robison, also a double-double, 12 points, 13 rebounds. Jordan Swarbrick, not a good shooting night for Jordan, just 2 of 12 from the floor. He did finish with 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists on senior night. Isiah Williams, 14 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Off the bench, Justin Baker, 5 points, 7 rebounds. Sean Deadweiler, 4 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Holton Hunsaker, 28 minutes of action and just 2 points to show for it. Both of them coming from the free throw line as he went 0 for 5 from the floor. And Keith Thompson, 2 points on 1 of 1 shooting from the floor in his 5 minutes. Kevin Woods played 6 minutes and did not score. 67 points for the Wolverines, 62 for Houston Baptist. As you're looking at some of the highlights tonight, your choice, Matt Peterson, for UVU Alumni Association Player of the Game.
Yeah, once again, a pretty good team effort. You know, it was a different game. It had a different feeling to it than what we had been used to. Great effort from Geddes Robison, putting in a double-double, 12 points, 13 rebounds, as you said. You know, Isiah came up big with 14 points, but it's got to be Ben Aird. And if my memory serves me correctly, that's 3 in a row for Ben.
Yeah.
You know, 3 player of the games in a row. He played awesome. When the Wolverines needed a basket, they went to him. They ran plays designed to him, and he delivered. So, you know, a great game from Ben. And so he's going to be the player of the game.
UVU Alumni Association Player of the Game, Ben Aird again. And Coach Dick Hunsaker said he should be Player of the Week again in Great West Conference play, even though the Wolverines only played 1 game this week instead of their normal 2. So pretty interesting. Wolverines win it, so now one game to go in the regular season coming up Thursday night. That'll be our next broadcast. It will not be a TV game for us. It's just going to be radio only, K-Star, as well as streamed on the internet. Tip-off time, I believe, on that one in New Jersey comes at 5:30 Mountain Time on Thursday evening. So that one should be fun as the Wolverines close out the regular season, and then the Great West Conference Tournament gets underway the following week. So 2 weeks from today is the championship game here at the UCCU Center, as the Wolverines will be playing host to the rest of the Great West Conference teams. Fun to have you. Thanks for being here, Matt. It's been a great way to see the seniors close out their regular season here at the UCCU Center. The simulcast tonight produced by students from UVU's digital media department. They've done a great job running the cameras behind the audio board, behind the switcher. Just done a great job tonight. It's been a copyrighted production of Utah Valley University and the Wolverine Sports Network. So we're going to say goodnight. Wolverines win it. Final score once again, 67-62. For Matt Peterson, I'm Jim McCullough saying so long from Orem, Utah.